Hi, this is my dear friend Pragati and me Devaleena. Today we've come up with a very interesting topic, but I will not give out the name then and there.
Okay.
I have a riddle for you, Pragati.
Okay.
The riddle goes like this. We all want it, many get it, some struggle with it, and it feels wonderful after you taste it.
I know it. Success.
That's right. We're going to talk about success today. We're going to decode the word success. What it means to us and what it means to you.
You know, Devaleena, success is a very simple word, but most of us struggle with it because it's a very individualistic thing. It's very healthy to pursue it, but most people hold themselves back for a number of reasons. And you know, if you're actually on track, you could feel successful and be successful.
Yes. So the first and foremost key element to success is it is individualistic. It is very you and your success. It's not about you following someone else's path or path to success.
In fact, you know, a lot of times why people fail is because they want to be successful to prove a point to somebody, or they want to beat someone down naturally, and they forget that it's a very individual goal. For me, success could mean work-life balance. For another, it could be earning pots of money. For a third person, it could be being a world-class singer. And a fourth person could be an author.
Absolutely. So success is very individualistic. Now the next point, that it is extremely healthy to chase success.
Yes.
But we often think chasing success is being extremely overtly competitive.
And that's
they're
not
two different
true.
things.
Yeah, and it's not true. You know, you don't have to be manipulative and you don't have to go away from your core essence to be successful. Because it's actually finding out what is comfortable to me as a person and then putting in my efforts into achieving what is achievable for me.
Totally. Now the next element is it keeps you on track.
Yeah.
Chasing success keeps you on track.
You know, this is very important because many a times we get very restless and lethargic because, you know, we don't have a clear vision of where we are headed. Now tomorrow if I knew what I wanted to achieve in life, I would not get sidetracked. I would get back on track.
Absolutely. So it is important that you chase success.
Yes. And then I'll be able to handle my self-sabotaging behavior. Sometimes we do things which we know are not good for us.
True.
Yet we land up doing it because we don't know where we are headed in the future. So what we do is we feel that if I was just a little hazy about things, it's okay.
See, again, hazy about things, the first element to getting success in anything is seeing a clear picture, seeing a clear goal. We often have goals. Say somebody has a goal to lose a humongous amount of weight, somebody has a goal of probably achieving a PhD, or someone has a goal of becoming a singer, for example.
Yes.
But this is a larger goal.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens, we are not able to, we don't follow it up, or we are not able to see till the end.
Yes.
It's because we never break these down into chunks.
You know, what happens is we are constantly comparing ourselves to another person. Only if I sing as well as John Lennon, I'm a good singer. Only if I am as sweet as Lata Mangeshkar, I can be a singer. Perhaps my smaller goal could be singing in front of my family members or singing in front of a group of friends, then going on to the neighborhood and building up from there. So if you could actually just break it down, and I had a roadmap that in a year's time, this is what I want to achieve. You know, step by step, I would reach that goal of being a singer to the level that I want to be. But first, I would have to start small, break it down into smaller things, and then move ahead.
This breaking down into smaller things reminds me of the next step.
Yes.
Next step is understanding the obstacles.
What is it that stops me? What is my hurdle? You know, that hurdle race that we've all done in school, if you saw, there was never one hurdle. There were multiple hurdles to cross, and that's when you won the race.
But what happens when you see the first obstacle? There's a certain amount of frustration and confusion in us.
Yes. And we feel, why is this happening to me? You know, I should not be facing any obstacles.
This was not supposed to be. This
Exactly.
was a smooth planned program.
Yeah.
So why obstacles now?
And funny thing is, every child who learns how to walk has fallen down multiple times, has crossed multiple hurdles. So if you could just accepted, we would definitely succeed at whatever we were trying.
A short way not to quit is to have alternatives, to have backup plans. If this is not working, plan A is not working, I have some other plans.
I'll give you a small example. Today when I was coming into the studio, I realized that there was a rally which was going to happen and I couldn't have gone on that road. But I knew the alternate ways in which I could have reached my venue. So when I have alternatives, and here I am in front of you today. So when we don't have alternatives, we quit. So for being successful, having plan B and C is absolutely crucial.
Absolutely. So the next step is to create a mental picture. You need to have a picture in your mind.
Yes.
We are very visual people.
Yeah.
We need to have a visual in front of us about where are we headed, what is the success thing all about for us.
And a simple way to do that is actually just to write down your goals.
It never works when you're just thinking. A lot of people say, I have it in my mind. I have it all figured out in my head. But this whole figuring it out in the head doesn't work. You've got to write it down.
It's like, we've all given exams. Now, if we thought of the answers, it's not going to get us any marks. We have to write it down. And when it's written down, it's like a contract with my own self. I don't want to break it.
Or it's somewhat like a vision board.
Yes. And it helps you clear your mind of self-doubt. Whenever you write something down, it's very easy for you to see what works, what does not work, and what could work with a bit of effort.
Self-doubt, the next step.
Yes.
Clearing of self-doubt is the most pertinent issue in success. Because what stops us from success is this whole picture in our head that I cannot do it, I cannot achieve it. What if I fail?
At that point, if I could just think, what is it that made me think that I could do it in the first place? Something made me think that I could do it, right? So I need to remember that.
Yes. The next step is to embrace the challenge. Yes, I am up for the challenge.
And I'm going to get it come what may.
The moment you think of life or something that you're chasing in life as a challenge, what happens? Challenge makes you feel like I'm ready for it. Bring it on.
And it fills you with adrenaline, before a good race, before anything. If you remember, we all feel that pang of nervousness.
And that works for us.
It works for us because also we know what we are going to get when we sit for that exam or that struggle. And the last step here is stay on track. Monitor yourself.
Absolutely. So with this, we come to an end of this video. Stay on track.
Yes, and one simple way to do it is having someone whom you are accountable to. Maybe a friend, maybe a mentor, maybe a work colleague, whoever works for you. Share your vision with somebody.
Absolutely.
So show the world that you can do it and happy being successful.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.